Swarupananda Paramahamsa Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimad Swarupananda Paramahamsa Namine Namo Swarupananda Paramahamsa Namine Gora Karuna Swarupaya Radha Krishna Krishnaya Namo Swarupananda Paramahamsa Namine Gora Karuna Swarupaya Radha Krishna Krishnaya Namo Swarupananda Paramahamsa Namine Gora Karuna Swarupaya Radha Krishna Krishnaya Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, 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 Sundar Vrindavan Hari Bol Radharani Shyama 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 Sundar Vrindavan Hari Bol Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Nitai Bol, Nitai Bol, Hari Bol, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Guru Goranga, 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 Jaya Jaya Guru Goranga. Bol, Haribol. Jai Gurudev. Haribol. Salamat po.
Haribol, thank you very much, Eminent Ma'am. Thank you for your wonderful entry, Kirtan. So, before anything else, let us all offer our humble obeisances. Namaom Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prastaya Bhutale, Srimate Siddhasvarapananda, Paramahamsa iti namine. Bhaja Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrindan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Haribol. Thank you very much, Rhea. So we are now going to continue our reading and discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam. Our first reader would be Mr. Praveen, right? Ano na tayo? Canto 2, chapter...
Chapter 4 po. Text 22 na po.
Okay.
22, right? Text 22.
Yes, sir. Correct.
May the Lord...
Haribol, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, very clear.
Yeah. Haribol, text 22. May the Lord, who in the beginning of the creation amplified the potent knowledge of Brahma from within his heart and inspired him with full knowledge of creation and of his own self, and who appeared to be generated from the mouth of Brahma, be pleased with me. As we have already discussed herein before, the Lord, as the supersoul of all living beings from Brahma to the significant ant, endows all with the required knowledge potent in every living being. A living being is sufficiently potent to possess knowledge from the Lord in the proportion of 50/64 or 78th percent of the full knowledge acquirable. Since the living being is constitutionally part and parcel of the Lord, he is unable to assimilate all the knowledge that the Lord possesses himself. In the conditioned state, the living being is subject to forget everything after a change of body known as death. This potent knowledge is again inspired by the Lord from within the heart of every living being, and it is known as awakening of knowledge, for it is comparable to awakening from sleep or unconsciousness. This awakening of knowledge is under the full control of the Lord, and therefore we find in the practical world different grades of knowledge in different persons. This awakening of knowledge is neither an automatic nor a material interaction. The supply source is the Lord Himself, the Yampati, for even Brahma is also subject to this regulation of the Supreme Creator. In the beginning of the creation, Brahma is born first without any father and mother because before Brahma there were no other living beings. Brahma is born from the lotus which grows from the abdomen of the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, and therefore he is known as Aja. This Brahma or Aja is also a living being, part and parcel of the Lord, but being the most pious devotee of the Lord, Brahma is inspired by the Lord to create subsequent to the main creation of by the Lord through the agency of material nature. Therefore, neither the material nature nor Brahma is independent of the Lord. But scientists can merely observe the actions of the material nature without understanding the direction behind such activities, as a child can see the action of electricity without any knowledge of the powerhouse engineer. without any knowledge of the power of engineer. The imperfect knowledge of the material scientist is due to a poor fund of knowledge. The Vedic knowledge was therefore first impregnated within Brahma, and it appears that Brahma distributed the Vedic knowledge. Brahma is undoubtedly the speaker of the Vedic knowledge, but actually he was inspired by the Lord to receive such transcendental knowledge as it directly descends from the Lord. The Veds are therefore called apaurushaya, or not compared, not imparted by any created being. Before the creation of the Lord was there Narayana Paro Vyaktat, and therefore the words spoken by the Lord are vibrations of transcendental sound. There is a gulf of difference between the two qualities of the sound, namely Prakrut and Aprakrut. The physicist can deal with any only the physicist can deal only with Prakrut sound or sound vibrated by the material sky, and therefore we must know that the Vedic sounds recorded in symbolic expressions cannot be understood by anyone within the universe unless and until one is inspired by the vibration of the supernatural Aprakrut, the supernatural sound, which descends in the chain of disciplic succession from the Lord to Brahma, from Brahma to Narad, from Narad to Vyas, and so on. No mundane scholar can translate or reveal the true import of the Vedic mantra. They cannot be understood unless one is inspired or initiated by the authorized spiritual master. The original spiritual master is the Lord Himself, and the succession comes down through the sources of parampara, as clearly stated in the fourth chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So, unless one receives the transcendental knowledge from the authorized parampara, one should be considered useless, vifalamata, even though one may be greatly qualified in the mundane advancements of arts or science. Shukadeva Goswami is praying from the Lord by dint of being inspired from within by the Lord so that he could rightly explain the facts and figures of creation as inquired by Maharaj Parikshit. A spiritual master is not a theoretical speculator like the mundane scholar, but is Shrutriyam Brahma Nishtam, Mundakopanishad, Canto 1, Text 2, Text 12. Haribol.
Nakamute po kayo, sir.
Ted.
Aribol, sir. Nakamute po kayo.
Okay. Okay na?
Okay na po, sir.
Nadidinig ako. So here, thank you very much, Mr. Pravit. Here we can learn that as part and parcel of Krishna, we are all part and parcel of Krishna, including Lord Brahma. We have the potential, no, 70+% uh, to understand the absolute truth. Yung potentiality nandun, it is there in all the living entities, in all the living beings, because we are all part and parcel of Krishna. Yeah. So, and in the material world, uh, Lord Brahma is considered to be the most knowledgeable. Why is he called the most knowledgeable? Because he actually uh, revealed the Vedas uh, when no living being was around, because he was the first living being in the cosmic material manifestation. He doesn't have a mother and father, but At the same time, Garbhodakasai Vishnu is considered his father because um, the Vishnu Tattva from Mahavishnu and then Mahavishnu to Garbhodakasai Vishnu. Garbhodakasai Vishnu, he enters into each and every bubble. Yeah, as we all know, Mahavishnu in the Karonadakasai Vishnu, Krishna is simply lying on this ocean, the coastal ocean. Yeah, and each breath that he has, uh, each um, external, externally when he breathes out, different different bubbles come out from his nostrils and from the pores of his body. No, and then uh, he inhales again, and when he inhales, all the bubbles classified as universes. So all these bubbles coming out from his body are actually universes. They are multiverses, no? Multiverse. And it comes back again into his body. So in this way, Lord uh, Vishnu, Mahavishnu, the breathing of inhaling and exhaling like that, inhaling and exhaling, uh, is simply is simply natural for him, just like all of us right now. It is very natural for us to breathe. We inhale, we exhale. So similarly, Lord Vishnu is like that too. But his time is totally different from the time of the earthly time. His time is so uh, wonderful that uh, you cannot speculate. You cannot speculate how he is able to create universes, just by simply breathing. So when he enters into the garbo, this Mahavishnu creates so many bubbles, okay, and each bubble is a universe. And then Lord Vishnu, uh, subsequently, um, subsequently,
Ribot. Nawala yata si sir. Aribo, sir.
Nawala po ate.
Ayun. Ano. Pero andito pa siya eh. Naka-login pa. Hare. Yun, nawala nga. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Wait lang po natin. Mag-login lang yun. Hare Hare. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am Shani, medyo mahina yung yung sound niya nga po. Na ako, naka-earphone ako kaya. Hare po,
parang
sir.
naputol tayo, no?
Nawala po kayo, sir. Na-disconnect po kayo.
Wala ako. I think it's connection at home. Sandali lamang. Subukan ko lang pumasok ulit.
Krishna, Hare.
But you can hear me well with this?
Yes po, sir.
Dito na lang kaya muna ako. You can go on with this. Abo,
Haribol, sir, nagchachapi po kayo.
choppy. Maybe
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Passing show. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Rest peacefully, sweet soul. The Lord will protect you. He's in full control. Don't you worry, your Lord's in control. This world's just a fading, passing show. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Haribo, thank you very much.
i-continue lang muna ang kirtan. Nahirapan ako mag-connect eh.
Peacefully, sweet soul. No, there's nowhere to go. Worldly pains come and go. It's just a fading, passing show. I know it's been a long, long road. Just remember, you are a spirit soul. Worldly pains comes and goes. It's just a fading, passing show. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Haribol guys, can you hear me?
Hare Rama.
Yes po, sir.
Okay, ito na lang muna gamitin natin. Nagde-data lang muna ako. Kasi yung internet namin dito, nagluluko talaga.
Okay po, sir.
So, okay naman yata ang bangko, sound ko?
Okay naman po yung sound niyo po.
Okay. So, can everybody hear me? Nadidinig niyo ba ako?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Thank you, Isaac. All right. So, to continue, this Mahavishnu, when he produces all these different universes from his body and from his nostrils, each of these bubbles or universe, he enters into it as Garbhodakasaya Vishnu. And then Garbhodakasaya Vishnu now, in his abdomen, no? Sprouts a lotus flower, and then Lord Brahma appears. Lord Brahma is born. That's why Lord Brahma is considered to be the first living entity in each universe. Now, Lord Brahma is responsible for explaining the Vedas, the Vedanta Sutras. No, Lord Brahma is, by the mercy of Lord Vishnu, okay, he was asked to meditate for millions of years, no, Earth years, for millions and millions of Earth years, and was able to actually become self-realized. So Lord Brahma, although he is the first living being, he became self-realized, no, and the parampara system came about because if you want to learn the absolute truth, you have to accept what is known as the Brahma Sampradaya. Brahma, Madhva, Sampradaya. It is a line of disciplic succession coming from Krishna himself, going down to Lord Brahma, and then Lord Brahma passed this down to Narada Muni, and then Narada Muni passed it down to Srila Vyasadeva, okay, and then so on and so forth. No, kaya ngayon, even right now, we are coming from the line of the Brahma Sampradaya, no, our line of disciplic succession. So if anyone wants to learn the science of the soul, the science of God, wants to get information of the absolute truth, he has to come and inquire from this line of disciplic succession. Now it is described that all of us living entities or living beings, we have the potentiality to understand the absolute truth. Meron tayo pong potential na maintindihan ang absolute truth or God Himself. No? And in other words, even though we are in the material world, the potential is there. Hindi lang siya 100%. Mga 70% lang siya the possibility is always there because we are all part and parcel of Krishna. We are all part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, no? Krishna. So it is described that by the process of learning from the line of disciplic succession, we are able to actually also come to the point of self-realization. So it all depends on our choices in life, because while in the material world, Krishna has given us all facilities to use the material energy to achieve perfection. So we are able to use our mind, we are able to use our intelligence, we are able to use the 5 gross senses. In other words, these are all available to us. So it is up to us. It is up to any individual soul to use these facilities in order for him to come to the point of self-realization. Yeah. However, he also is given the freedom to accept it or to ignore it. So we are also given that choice, no, to reject it, to reject the what the Vedas are saying, or what the spiritual master, who is the embodiment of the Vedanta Sutra, is saying. So it is up to us. Actually, that is required, because we cannot achieve perfection without this freedom, without this free will. We cannot. That's why freedom and free will is part and parcel of the living being, the soul. The soul, inherent in him is his freedom. So he can either use his freedom or misuse his freedom. Nasa atin po lahat yung decision, the decision. Everyone has a choice when to and not to use it. It is described that without freedom, perfection, and love become meaningless. Magiging meaningless po ang love without freedom. That's why Krishna is giving us all the facility. You know, he gives us the senses, he gives us the body, he gives us the mind, the intelligence, okay, to either use or misuse it. If you use it properly, okay, then we come to the point of perfection. We come to the point of what is known as self or God realization. But if we misuse it, then Mother Nature, which is very, very stringent. Stringent means very strict. Then what happens is that we endlessly come back to the material world endlessly. So it's a series of birth, death, until we come to our senses and use properly our freedom. Because if we misuse our freedom, the end result is actually suffering. Nobody wants to come back to this world, because this world is a place of misery and a place of anxiety, pain and suffering. This is what the material world is offering. So when you come to the material world, you suffer. But this suffering also can catapult a person to perfection if he understands why he is suffering. That's why any person who understands or inquires about who am I? What is this world? What is my relationship with others? What is my relationship with the environment and the world? And what is my relationship with God? These are signs of intelligence. If a person uses this intelligence and asks these very, very relevant questions of who am I? Why am I here? What is this all about? That is a sign of intelligence. And Krishna within our heart as Lord Paramatma gives us the understanding by which we can get out from the miserable cycle of birth and death. Okay, let's read the second verse, the next verse. There.
Ma'am Shani. Haribol.
Haribol, Charlie.
Okay. Text 23. Haribol Namaste. Translation. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who enlivens the materially created bodies of the elements by lying down within the universe, and who in his Purusa incarnation causes the living being to be subjected to the 16 divisions of material modes, which are his generator, be pleased to decorate my statements. Purport. As Sukadev Goswami, unlike a mundane man who is proud of his own capability, as a fully dependent devotee, invokes the pleasure of the personality of Godhead, so that his statements might be successful and so that they might be appreciated by the hearers. The devotee always thinks of himself as instrumental for anything successfully carried out, and he declines to take credit for anything done by himself. The godless atheist wants to take all credit for activities without knowing that even a blade of grass cannot move without the sanction of the Supreme Spirit, the personality of Godhead. Sukadev Goswami therefore wants to move by the direction of the Supreme Lord, who inspired Brahma to speak the Vedic wisdom. The truths described in the Vedic literatures are neither theories of mundane imagination, nor are they fictitious, as the less intelligent class of men sometimes think. The Vedic truths are all perfect descriptions of the factual truth without any mistake or illusion, and Sukadev Goswami wants to present the truths of creation not as metaphysical theory of philosophical speculation, but as the actual facts and figures of the subject, since he would be dictated to by the Lord exactly in the same manner of Brahmaji was inspired. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, text 15, the Lord is himself the father of the Vedanta knowledge, and it is he only who knows the factual purport of the Vedanta philosophy. So there is no greater truth than the principles of religion mentioned in the Vedas. Such Vedic knowledge or religion is disseminated by authorities like Sukadev Goswami because he is humble, devotional servitor of the Lord who has no desire to become a self-appointed interpreter without authority. That is the way of explaining the Vedic knowledge, technically known as the parampara system or descending process. The intelligent man can see without mistake that any material creation, either one's own body or a fruit or flower, cannot beautifully grow up without the spiritual touch. The greatest intelligent man of the world or the greatest man of science can present everything very beautifully only in so far as the spirit life is there or in so much as the spiritual touch is there. Therefore, the source of all truths is the Supreme Spirit and not gross material matter, as it is ill conceived by the gross materialist. We get information from the Vedic literature that the Lord himself first of all entered in the vacuum of the material universe, and thus everything gradually developed one after another. Similarly, the Lord is situated as localized Paramatma in every individual being. Hence, everything is done by him very beautifully. The 16 principal creative elements, namely earth, water, fire, air, sky, and the 11 sense organs, first developed from the Lord himself and were thereby shared by the living entities. Thus, the material elements were created for the enjoyment of the living entities. The beautiful arrangement behind all material manifestations is therefore made possible by the energy of the Lord, and the individual living entity can pray to the Lord only for its proper understanding. Since the Lord is a supreme entity, different from Sukadev Goswami, the prayer can be offered to him. The Lord helps the living entity to enjoy material creation, but he is aloof from such false enjoyment. Sukadev prays for the mercy of the Lord, not only for being helped personally in presenting the truth, but also for helping others to whom he would like to speak. Haribol, namaste po. Thank you.
Namaste, Shani. Thank you very much. So, in continuation of the Mahavishnu and then Garbhodakasai Vishnu, so when Lord Brahma creates, it is actually Lord Brahma, no, from the navel of Lord Vishnu, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, he started creating. When we talk about creating, we don't mean the creation of the living entity or the spirit soul, because the spirit soul doesn't have a beginning and doesn't have an end. It doesn't have any creation, no, because it is eternally creation. It is an eternal creation. We are all eternal creation. We don't die. We never die. When we talk about creation, we're talking about the material bodies here in the material world. So it was Lord Brahma who actually, by his will, he started creating simultaneously all the different living entities. And these living entities, the spirit soul, okay, enters into each and every living entity when Lord Brahma was creating. You know, so not only that, when he created all these living entities, Mahavishnu or Karunadakasai Vishnu further he further forgot the word. Hold on. He further
Expansor.
expands. Yes, he further expands himself, no, from Karodakasai Vishnu to Garbhodakasai Vishnu, and then when Brahma, Lord Brahma created all these different living entities, he expanded himself further by going inside each and every body of a living entity. So we're talking about the 8,400,000
8,400,000 species po.
8,400,000 species of life. We're talking here of species, no? We're not talking of the living entities itself. Species. And each species has millions and millions of other living entities. Species ito, no? Just like, you know, we have a species of human, that is one species. We have a species of monkeys, that is one species. No, we have a species of let's say cows. We have a species of cats, dogs, etc. So, yan mga different species na yan, part siya ng 8,400,000 species of life. Okay? And each of these living entities, Lord Vishnu enters into their individual bodies and accompanies them in their journey towards their spiritual perfection. Ganon kabait si Krishna. Krishna is actually assisting all of his children to be able to come to perfection by by coming inside their bodies and staying in their hearts, no, individual hearts. So without that, without Krishna, Krishna expanding himself to all these living entities, we won't be able to survive. The only reason why we are surviving is because of the presence of the individual soul and the super soul. Dalawa po yung soul na sa bodies natin. Yung body natin, dalawa yung soul na yan. Tayo, the individual spirit soul, and the super soul. The super soul is Krishna himself. Without Krishna inside our body, we cannot exist. Hindi magkakaroon ng existence yung body. Although we forever exists, pero yung body without Krishna there, without the super soul and the individual soul there, hindi mag-ano yan, hindi mag-exist. Okay? So the very reason of our existence is the fact that Krishna is with us in each and every way. For example, without the sun globe, the sunshine, and the sunlight is not possible. You cannot have a sunshine or a sunlight without a sun globe. But the sun globe and the sunshine or the sunlight, they both exist at the same time. No? The sunlight and the sun globe. Where does the sunlight comes from? From the sun globe. Okay? So without the sun globe, you cannot have a sunlight. Similarly, without the super soul, Krishna is the creator. He is the supreme creator of everything that be. That body cannot exist without Krishna there. Okay, so this body, my body, will not be here without Krishna. In other words, at death, both the super soul and the individual soul leaves the body at death. So hindi lang po yung individual spirit soul leaving the body. As Lord Paramatma, he also leaves the body. That's why the body cannot exist anymore. No? Ganon siya ka, no? I mean, Krishna is so, his potency is extraordinary, that without him, there is no question of life or death. The death of the body, the soul leaves, the individual soul leaves the body, the super soul also leaves the body. That's why what is left is just simply the material energy, the body. And because it doesn't have life anymore, life comes from life. It doesn't come from matter. So when the life is no longer inside the material body begins to deteriorate. Yeah, deteriorate yan. And then it dies. Well, when before it even deteriorates, it is called death. And then it goes back to the earth. And that soul who left the body will get another body depending on his karma, on his desires, and on his attachments in the material world. So guys, hanggang dito lang tayo ngayon. If you have any questions, you may ask. Do you have any questions? Rhea, who is assigned for the exit kirtan?
Haribol, Sir Isaac, pwede po kayo?
Mr. Yan, si Isaac.
Pwede, pwede. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Sida Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Sida Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Sida Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Sida Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine Bhajya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasudeva Gaur Bhaktabrinda Bhaja Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Haribol, Nitai Gaur. Nitai Gaur, Haribol.
Haribol, Nitai Gaur. Nitai Gaur, Haribol.
Bol, Namaste.
Arbol, namaste.
Haribol, namaste. Thank you very much, Isaac and Cleo and Krishna Dasi. Maraming
And Amy.
salamat sa... Ha?
And Amy is here. Amy
Nasaan si
Villamor.
Emmy?
Andito siya.
Dito si Emmy. Haribol, Emmy. Haribol, Jai Krishna.
Arbol po. Namaste.
Namaste. So, maraming salamat sa pag-attend ng
Haribol.
classes ngayong gabi. Papasalamat ako sa ating sa ating admin na si Rhea. Thank you very much, Rhea. At saka yung kanyang co-admin na si Janner from Baguio. Thank you very much, guys.
Daghang salamat, sir. Hare Krishna.
Haribol, namaste. Papasalamat din ako kay Elinet and Bam.
Haribol, haribol.
Haribol, namaste. Yeah. And of course, our readers for tonight. Maraming salamat po. Also to our to all the participants came. Please accept my most respectful obeisances, everyone. Over to you, Rhea. Haribol.
Thank you very much din po, Sir Radha. And thank you sa lahat po ng umattend at sa nanonood sa live stream natin. Haribol, Namaste, Jaya Gurudev Krishna. Haribol, Sir Praveen, and everyone.
Haribol.
Krishna Krishna. Haribol, signing off po.
Haribol. Ingat kayo. Good night.
Haribol.